B'ezrat Hashem B'siyata D'Ishmai, we're going to continue learning the gates of the Baal Shem Tov. We are in the 6th chapter, the 6th gate, on the gate of the importance of happiness and avodat Hashem. The Baal Shem Tov says like this: Lefamim mateh hayetzer hara le'adam ve'omer lo she'avar avera gdola. Sometimes the yetzer hara comes and tells you, and he makes you confused, and he tells you, you did a big sin. A big sin. אף על פי שבאמת אינו אלא חומרה בעלמא, או שאינו עבירה כלל. What really did you do? You skipped over a stringency, meaning you didn't break the halacha. You just didn't keep a stringency of according to a certain opinion. Or it wasn't even a sin at all. You didn't even go over the stringency. It was just in your mind. You did something, and in your mind they want to tell you that you did it wrong. Why did the Yetzer Hara come and tell you did sins, big sins, and you went over the words of the rabbis and the community and etc., etc., just so that you fall into depression after that? Now, once you get depressed and you get down and you get sad, what's the natural outcome of that? You're not going to show up to Shacharit. You're not going to do the things that you need to do that connect you back to the source of joy and happiness. You don't want to hang out with your friends. You don't want to show up to the Beit Midrash. You don't want to pray in a minyan. And you're left by yourself, God forbid. You have to understand this trickery. You have to understand how much of a cheat and a liar the Yetzer Hara is, and then he's going to come and he's going to tell you sometimes in life you messed up big time. And it might even appear like you did, according to what you think you know. And really it's just an added voice inside your head to make you go off the derech and to stop showing up. So you need to be aware of it. The Baal Shem Tov wants us all to know this is a reality. The Yetzer Hara will come and tell you messed up when you didn't, when you actually didn't. You tell the Yetzer Hara, I don't keep that chumrah, I don't keep that stringency. You can do that. You want to be charedi, you be charedi. I'm keeping Shulchan Aruch, I want to yid, I want to connect to Hashem. Chumras, take somewhere else. Like Rav Ovadia Yosef says, רוצים להחמיר, שיחמירו החמורים. You want to be stringent like a donkey, meaning the donkey and stringency is the same, essentially the same word in Hebrew, it sounds the same. He says, the donkeys are the ones that want to be stringent. Let them be stringent. We just want to keep halacha. We want to be Jews. It's hard enough to do that. We don't need extra layers because I'm scared. I know that your intention, Yetzer Hara, little Sammy, I know your intention is to take me away from my connection to Hashem. I know that's where you're coming from. And you're lying to me right now. I didn't break any halacha. I didn't do any sins. And if I did a sin, it wasn't so big. It's not as much as you're making it into. וגם אם הוא באמת קצת חטא, יותר יהיה נחת רוח לבורי שלא השגיח על החומרה שאתה אומר לי לגרום לי לעצבות בעבודתו יתברך שמו. Even if there was a little sin here, I'm pretty sure Hashem would much rather me continue to be happy and serve Him to do the right thing now than to be broken over an extra stringency that I didn't really keep. What would Hashem rather want? Me to be depressed in my bed not serving Him? Or for me to move on and be happy and say, no, that thing I don't keep anyway. Mitzvah gedola liyot besimcha. How often? Tamid, constantly, 24/7. 24/7, no matter what's going on. That means you can be besimcha while you're in avel, while you're mourning. Not that you have to be dancing around, right? But you're in a state of joy, meaning, what does that mean? I accept everything that Hashem is doing to me. I know it's for the good and I'm content with it. I'm okay with it. Adrabah. Not only am I not going to listen to you, Yetzer Hara, and I don't keep that halacha, meaning I don't keep that stringency, that chumrah, I'm not going to let you break me down. I'm going to continue to be happy in my avodat Hashem. Specifically, now that you came into my mind, try to bring me down, now I'm going to turn up the joy. Ki ze klal gadol. This is a big principle. Ki ein kavanati ba'avodah letzorech atzmi, rak la'asot nachat ruach lefanav yitbarach shemo. Why are we all serving Hashem? For ourselves? No, our main intention should be to do the will of Hashem. We're Hashem's children, right? When we're good children, like we want our children to be good children, and if your dad says to you, do this, and you do it, why are you doing it? Because he said it. It's for him. That's our main intention, not for ourselves. Therefore, since my intention is only to serve Hashem, even if I don't listen to the stringency that you're trying to get me to keep, Samech Mem, Satan, whatever you want to call him, the Yetzer Hara, your evil inclination, Lo yakpid haborei yitbarach shmo alai. Hashem's not going to hold it against me that I don't want to keep that stringency. Because it's a stringency. It's not mandatory. It's not all opinions say you have to do this. There's opinions. It could even be that I grew up in a community that has that opinion. But for me, I know, bottom line, and I'm just trying to stay there because I'm trying to be connected to Hashem and not go above what I'm into things that might break me. So Hashem's not going to hold it against me. The only reason I have a relationship with you, Yetzirah, and the fact that I pay attention to what you have to say at all, is so that I don't miss the things that I'm actually obligated and commanded to do. There's things that I cannot mess up on. That's why I need you here with me. Don't come now and make it worse and tell me, oh, the things that are above, the tzadikim, they don't do this. In our community, we don't do this. These certain people that did. Hello. With all due respect to the community and to the tzadikim and to the holy people, I'm on my journey in Avodat Hashem. I didn't break any halacha. I'm doing the best that I can. And I do not have room to tolerate depression and stringencies that are only going to break me. I have a job to do, and that's to serve Hashem with as much joy as possible. That's what He wants out of me. It's not because I want to. That's what He commanded me to do. How could I stop myself from doing what I am commanded to do for even a minute? And if I listen to you and the fact that you're telling me that I'm such a sinner and that I messed up and I went against all these chumrot, then I'm going to nullify what Hashem commanded me to do. I have to stay loyal to that. This is a huge principle in service of Hashem. Run away and caution yourself and be very careful to distance yourself from depression as much as possible. We'll do one more teaching here from the Keter Shem Tov. Baal Shem Tov. V'shem HaRishonim. In the name of the Rishonim. Ra'ui lida sod achduto yitbarach shemo. It's very important to know the secret of the Hashem's unity. כי בכל מקום אני תופס ואוחז בקצה וחלק מן האחדות, הרי אני תופס בכולו. Huge principle in the Baal Shem Tov. Anytime I can grab on to the unity, the oneness of Hashem, meaning anytime I find myself in any situation in life and I'm able to even grasp one letter of godliness, one idea, one halacha in my mind, one sugya, one pasuk, I can grab onto it though, but actually grab it, what is it? It's part of the infinite. So even though I only have, right, the very, so to say, lahavdil between infinite and finite, right, this is all I can grab. But this key is a part of infinite, and even though I only have my fingers on the very tip of it, I'm still grabbing infinite. I'm grabbing infinity by way of that. So Baal Shem Tov says when a person grabs for himself, he finds himself in whatever place, and he grabs onto a little bit of godliness, godliness is part of infinite. That means you've grasped all of godliness. Not that you understand it, but that you have a hold onto it. You have a connection now with HaKadosh Baruch Hu by way of one letter. One letter. והכי נמי מאחר שהתורה והמצוות נאצלו מעצמותו יתברך, שהוא אחדות האמיתי, since the Torah and the mitzvot came out, emanated from the essence of Hashem, blessed be He, which the essence of Hashem is His oneness, that He can be found in all worlds. אם כן, כשמקיים מצווה אחת על מכונה, therefore when you do one mitzvah properly, you tap into one mitzvah, and the mitzvah came from the essence of Hashem. That piece of Torah came from the essence of Hashem. The second you grasp onto it, uve'ava, with love, shu dveikut bo v'tofes mitzvah, zo chelek ha'achdut, you have dveikut to Hashem by way of that mitzvah, and now you have a grasp onto part of unity, part of completion. Im ken kulo biyado, therefore everything is in your hand. Kilu kiem kol ha'mitzvot shem klalut achduto, as if you completed and kept all of the mitzvot, which is all-encompassing idea of the oneness of Hashem. V'chen kshenichpal alav eze simcha, so too, when joy comes down on you, yadbik b'simchato yitbarach shu shoresh hakol. Grab on to the simcha that you have in Hashem, which is the root of everything. Meaning, you go through life and you see something happy, you see something that makes you happy, right? You see your children playing. It makes you happy in your heart. When you get that happiness come down, where is it from? The root of happiness. What is the root of happiness? Also part of Hashem, part of the infinite aspect of Hashem. So you take any simcha that you experience in your life, take it to your simcha on the highest level, simcha in Hashem. It's the same idea. Do any mitzvah that you do in your life, Take it to the root of all mitzvahs, Hashem. Anything you're experiencing down here, use it as a tool to elevate up to the infinite. You might only be grasping a little bit of it down here, like we have this term in English, right? The tip of the iceberg. The tip of the iceberg of what you see above the water in the ocean is a very, very small thing, even if it looks huge. Underneath the water is a ginormous amount. So too here, one little mitzvah looks like that's all I could do is read these few lines. If you really understood that those three lines are infinitely connected to the infinite, and you grasp those three lines, you have now grasped the whole infinite.
It's just contemplating, like just having in mind that point.
This pasuk, like he says in Otiyot, right? Aleph, everything is Aleph. From the Aleph I can get to Hashem, that means I'm at Hashem. So that little one letter Aleph took me to the infinite. Meaning,
unless you're reading pasuk, but there's not an aleph in the pasuk or any letter.
it doesn't matter. The pasuk itself is written in the Torah. The Torah came out of the essence of Hashem. When I read that thing, I'm tapping into everything.
Even if you're not noticing it, that's the reality.
That's the reality, but you have to notice it. Meaning here, what he's saying is most likely you find yourself in a tough situation. All you have is a little mitzvah. Okay, but that little mitzvah is all of Hashem, because it came out of the essence of Hashem. Right? So you have everything. Let's take this even further in a negative side, just to bring down the mashal. If a person, chas v'shalom, has their son kidnapped, it's just one kid. He might have more kids. You have that whole entire family in your hands, as if you're the bad person that kidnapped the child, right? If the whole entire family now caught, why? Because you got one child. That one child includes inside of him the whole entire family. The grandparents, everything, the community, everything gets caught up there. Like our brothers and sisters that are held captive right now. The Arizal says a Jew that's held in captivity by Goyim, it's as if all of Am Yisrael is held in captivity. It's the same inyan. One Jew is all of Am Yisrael. One pasuk, one letter in from the Tanakh, from Torah Shebal Peh, is all of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Don't think that you grasp it, but you're holding on to infinity. You have a connection now to the source of all good in the world by way of that one letter, that one pasuk.